Like most other RTW devices, you can design your own view with TouchControl 5. And here's how to do that. I have done a preset here now with the talkback and monitoring. I click monitoring and I press view here. Over here I see a representation of my screen. You can see there are small dots there, and they represent the resolution that I'm allowed to use while I set up my device. Over here is the sidebar. The first thing I want to place is my speaker view, speaker input view, and I place it like this. Then I'll place my down mix. I'll place it over here. I probably also want some SPL, and I place it here. There's an SPL meter, and there's also the SPL number here. And then finally, I have my level control. Let me just place it here for now. When I click an instrument, for instance, when I click here, you can see that there are additional buttons available. In this case, there's a solo cut phase button, and I want to place that up here. The solo cut phase allows me to switch between the modes of my speaker instrument here. Beside that, there is a number of buttons available. In this preset, I have two inputs, one Atmos and one stereo input. I place my Atmos here and my stereo here. That allows me to switch between the two inputs. On the speaker side, I also have Atmos speakers. I put my button there, and I also have stereo speakers, and I put that one there. That allows me to switch between my speaker sets. I also want to have a button for reference, so I can recall my reference level at any time. I probably also want my phones out. Let me just move these on out here and then place these phones here, so I can switch between my Atmos speakers, my stereo speakers, and my phones here. I also want to have a dim switch, and I place that there. And perhaps I want my down mix button here. The down mix button allows me to listen to the down mix version of this one, of the Atmos in this case. That's basically it. I also have my talkback available, so I can basically place it here. The thing is that the buttons that I place in the sidebar here are available across views, so if I make a metering view, those four buttons will also be available in the metering view. In this example, I just have my monitoring view. So this is it basically. I have my solo cut phase button, I have my SPL meter, I have my SPL number here, switches between my two inputs, switches between my two outputs and my phones, a talkback, the down mix, the dim, and the reference, and also of course the volume, so I can see the volume at all. But let me just make it a bit bigger here. So that's it. Basically, I have now configured my own screen. It can be super simple, or I can just put a lot of buttons into it if I want to control that. All this is saved with the preset. So when I now go back and I say save, I can now see my preset on the device.